Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I've just recently made this for several reasons, but one thing I want to focus on a lot is educating people about type 1 diabetes, as I'm a type 1 diabetic. I got diagnosed in 2018, I think. I was 18 anyway. And yeah, it was completely out of nowhere. The doctors, when I had symptoms coming up 6 months beforehand, before my diagnosis, I had lots of symptoms. The doctors didn't have a clue about it. They were giving me pills and stuff for other things. And if it got left longer, it could have been fatal. So it's really urgent and important that people understand what it is and the difference between type 1 and type 2, which is massive. Type 2 is self-inflicted and reversible, whereas type 1 happens to anyone at any time and it is non-reversible. So, but yeah, there's so many differences that people don't know, so I just thought I'd make some videos. But yeah, I'll quickly introduce myself. So I'm Ryan, 25, from the UK, but yeah, this channel is going to be a mixture of education for things like that, diabetes. It's going to be business related, as I have my own business. I'm going to show behind the scenes of that and try and help people out as much as I can. It's going to be lifestyle, a bit of everything, honestly. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'll quickly go into how I got diagnosed for it, which was, as I said, a long process. So I think it was I need to get the years right. 2018, yeah. So 2018, summer, early summer. Feeling unwell quite a lot, and by unwell I mean weeing a lot, like every hour. In the night I was getting up 3 to 4 times. Blurry vision, which happened a lot when I was driving and stuff. I just couldn't, I don't know, I felt like, I don't know, I couldn't explain it. I was like, my vision was just gone. I had to pull over a few times. I didn't know what to do because I really just, but this is a result of the high blood sugar over the last few months. So there's that. But yeah, just things like that. Fatigue, tiredness, thirst as well. Yeah, that was massive. Yeah, neck in water, but it's not clearing your thirst. So yeah, that was another big thing. But yeah, we went to the doctors multiple times. I'm going to be completely transparent. It gave me thrush, which is the reason why they blamed my girlfriend, which is really bad about. But that's what they said. They said it's got to be a partner when I got tested. So that was it. They didn't even think about it, which is a common symptom, which is another reason I'm trying to make awareness. So yeah, but in the end, I think it went on from about 6 months, and then it was in October. It was in October the 10th, I believe, the day before I went for a blood test. Just, I don't know what it was for, just 'cause I didn't feel well, or just like a random checkup. And that was about 4 p.m. and at midnight that night, so about 8 hours later, my mum got a phone call from the hospital saying, Ryan's got to come in right now. So she woke me up. And I said I was 18, I was in college, and didn't have a clue what it was even about. And then we went in, I did a urine test and a blood test. And look, a finger prick, literally just a prick. And it showed my blood sugar was on 34. And for reference, it should be between 4 and 7. So yeah, that was quite high, like dangerously high, because I think if you get to 38, your blood turns acidic. And that's when you can get like serious problems, like fatal problems. So it was pretty close. Well, I guess it was close, but yeah, it was a really good job that I had that blood test, basically, because if I didn't, God knows what would have happened. But so yeah, that was that. I went in, so that was about 1 a.m. I went in. By about 10 a.m. I was kicked out with all this new gear, insulin, finger prickers, keto testers, all sorts. And yeah, they basically showed me what to do for about an hour, and that was it. And literally out the door, all this new stuff, found out I had to inject every single time I eat carbs, so pretty much all the time. Same with drinks, unless they're sugar free or whatever. But yeah, like within 24 hours, you've got booklets of stuff you've got to learn. Think about every single time you eat, you've got to work it out. The carbs to inject, because that is what in the insulin is based on. It's all based on the carbohydrates. So, for example, I think my ratio is 1 to 10, so it's quite easy. So, if I eat 10 grams of carbs, I inject 1 unit of insulin. But yeah, that's how I do it. Luckily, if it was like more confusing, like something like 4.5, you can't just do that off in your head as easy. So luckily mine's not too bad. But so yeah, basically that's what I'm trying to get at. That just trying to make awareness really, so people know if you get some symptoms, it's worth getting checked out. I was lucky how I found out. It could have been very different, so it's important. But what type 1 diabetes really is I'll read what the Google description is. It says type 1 diabetes causes the level of glucose, which is sugar, in your blood to become too high. It happens when your body cannot produce the hormone called insulin, which is basically what the whole thing is, which is when your pancreas doesn't produce insulin. So basically my pancreas is just packed itself in.
I am leaving, and you can't stop me. I'm packing my bags.
And that is what controls the blood sugar. You need to take insulin every day to keep your blood glucose and levels under control. So that's basically what I said. Every time I eat, I have to inject. If I don't, I'll run high. And if you run high, long term, it's very bad for lots of things, like your vision, it's just your whole body really. People have to get, if you're really bad, people can't walk. In worst cases, you have to get like amputated. Obviously, that's probably if you neglected your sugar for 40 years or something. So yeah, obviously when you're high, it makes me feel it's hot, uncomfortable, and like not shaky. I don't know, just on edge. It's not a nice feeling when you're high. Probably we're talking 12 or more for me. And saying that 12 is already high, but as a diabetic, I'm sure if there's any diabetics that are watching this, we all know that it's not as easy just to stay between 4 and 7 as some people might think. Every day I'm up and down. I've got I try and keep on it very strictly, but it's not that easy. But yeah, so that's what happens when you get high. If you go too high and don't inject at all, we're talking 25 plus, mainly 30 plus. You've got a high chance of getting DKA, which is diabetic ketoacidosis. So yeah, that is extremely serious. It is basically life-threatening. You have to get admitted to hospital. I've not had it yet, luckily. It's just another reason to make sure you keep on top of your sugar. So on the other end of that, the lows. If you go low, which is class below 4, it's called a hypo, which basically means your sugar's gone below. You need something to bring it up. So what I use is apple juice, orange juice, and anyone that knows me knows I don't go anywhere without some Haribos in my pocket. Yeah, it's one of them things really. It's a bit weird or whatever, but can't do anything about it. You got to do it, because you never know when you might go low. If you do exercise, you might go low in a situation where you get I found if I'm like nervous or panicking my body, I can go low. If you accidentally inject too much, you can go low. There's many reasons. And yes, if you go low, you feel it's a lot worse feeling low short term, I guess, in the moment, because you feel extremely shaky. I feel, anyway, personally, I think everyone's slightly different. I feel extremely shaky, weak. I get very like foggy and like can't think straight. Like when you're trying to work or something that happens, you really just can't think, and I've had it before, and people have been asking me questions, and I'm low, and you probably come across like blunt or rude, but you just can't. I don't know. As I said, that's just my experience. But yeah, I do get that. It's annoying. It's not a nice feeling, but that's where you've got to have hypos on you. Basically, I probably have hypos a couple times a week, like bad ones. But yeah, not too bad. But yeah, so that is just the breakdown of the highs and lows. But yeah, I'll probably do a separate video about what the difference between type 1 and type 2, because that's massive. And I know most of it, but I probably should do some more research about type 2 because I'm not a type 2. So yeah, I will do that very soon. But yeah, if anyone's got any questions about diabetes, if anyone's been newly diagnosed, wants to reach out to me, feel free. You can hit me, drop a comment on here, that'd be great. We can all chat about it on here, on the YouTube. My Instagram is RyanWard2. So yeah, hit me up on either of them. I'll happily give you some advice as much as I can help. As I said, I've only had diabetes 7 years. I know plenty of people that had it a lot longer than me since they were kids. I guess luckily I only got it when I was 18. I know through school and stuff it would have been a lot trickier, so I guess that is a blessing. So yeah, any questions at all, drop a comment. I'd love to chat to you guys about it. I've got a lot of ideas. I'm going to show all sorts about how I exercise, things to eat that I recommend if you're into the diabetic stuff. I am obviously going to do all sorts on this channel though, business stuff, fashion stuff, lifestyle, everything, what I'm getting up to. Just going to document it, as I thought, why not? So yeah, really appreciate you guys for watching if you stayed this far. If you could drop a like and subscribe also, that would mean a lot. It really helps us out. I'm trying to grow this channel. This is one of the early videos, so I don't know if anyone will see it, but hopefully some people do and gain some knowledge or take something away from it. That's the main thing. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one, and cheers for watching.